Okay, everybody, no more manual time zone. So let me show you what I mean. Initially, on OkecBot, if you want to add a proxy, you will put in your time zone, right? I've removed that thing. Now the time zone is automatic. So today I was able to, I did this on the previous bot, but I wasn't able to fix it. So this is an endpoint. This endpoint actually gives you a time zone, right? So this is an endpoint from Smart Proxy. So what this endpoint does is whenever you call it, it tells you what your time zone is. So using this endpoint, I've been able to add a little update to OkecBot. Like for instance, if you check here, you can see that this method would extract the time zone of the process saver using Asios, and Asios would, for developers in the house, what this simply means is that the latest version of OkecBot, you don't have to say, I am from this time zone, I am in this time zone. Automatically, before the bot will come up, it will investigate what time zone is using. So it will practically test your proxy and use the time zone that your proxy have and set it. So let me show an example. For instance, now I just launched this particular bot, and you can see this bot is showing Canada. So it's showing Canada, Ontario. You can see the region, the city is Richmond. So I'm going to shut down this bot on OkecBot. You can see the bot is on. I'm going to switch it off right now, and I will turn on another bot. Now, anytime any bot comes on, the bot will automatically use his hand to, like fix up the time zone. And I also suspect this is practically why sometimes the what is it called again? The cookies log out, because if the time zone is kind of different. So let's say for instance you're using OkecBot, you log into Gmail, and all of a sudden your time zone is showing, like let's say you log into Gmail, but suddenly your time zone is different. Sometimes Google asks you to log in again. So let me explain what I mean. So firstly, I've launched it again using my proxy. It's going to pop up, and I'll go and check what what is it called again? Location is this. So let me go to whoar.net. Whoar.net. So what happened was, before this OkecBot opened, it went straight to investigate what specific time zone. Like you can see, this is the IP address right now. It's still going to be Canada. Let me see if it's that Ontario. Okay, this one is still showing Ontario. Okay, no, I think the previous city was not the city. That city was another city. This one is showing Bat. But if I scroll down, however, I can see, oh, something is wrong. This one is showing Pacific time, PST, while this one is showing East Western time. Something is wrong. Okay, I know what is wrong. Let me tell you what is wrong. I'm currently using what we call rotating, right? So rotating is different from, let me show you. Let me just show you first. This is my OkecLab over here, and I'm going to log into my OkecLab so it will make perfect sense to you. I think I was logged in before. Okay, I was logged into OkecLab. So this will actually be a problem. I'm happy it's happening right here, so I can actually use the opportunity to teach. So let me just quickly log into my account and show you a very quick example of what just happened. Makes perfect sense anyway. Okay, so I'm going to go to the proxy I bought. Okay, no, this is not where I had my proxy. I would want to go to Che. Let me check. I think it's here. It's this one. Okay, perfect. So let me show you now. And this is it. So you see this place now I am in now. If I click on residential proxy, there are two ways. Let me click on, what is wrong now? Oh, is my VPN on? Oh, okay, it's logging me in. Why are you stressing me now? Why are you stressing me? Thank God this thing happened here. So Gospel, can you guess what happened?
I actually think it's really maybe what is pulling out the API key we're getting from this smart proxy.
Yes.
Actually, it's calling from a different time zone than this one we set that is supposed to get from the actual time zone of the proxy.
Okay, no. Let me tell you what is happening. If I click on endpoint generator and I scroll down, you see here, this place is saying sticky. It should be down. This place, sticky and rotating.
Yes.
When you leave it at sticky, it will maintain a specific proxy.
Yes.
for a particular time. When you leave it at rotating, each time it calls or uses that API, each time it tries to use smart proxy,
Yes.
it will use it like with a different IP. Let me explain. Now, so let's say for instance now, you leave it at sticky. This is sticky.
Yes.
So sticky means I want you to be using one IP, right? For maybe 5 minutes, a hand.
That's what it was.
Okay, 10 minutes or 5 minutes, blah, blah, blah. So what this means is that as long as you're using that details, which is the username and password of the proxy, each time you use it, it will keep giving you that specific IP for like 10 minutes.
Yes.
After which it will change to another IP.
Yes.
But if you leave it at rotating, it means each time you make a request, it will be a specifically new IP.
Okay.
So the first time we used Postman, okay, we're not using Postman now, we're using Axios. So the first time we used Axios, Axios gave us a different thing. Then when we used the Puppeteer now gave us a different thing.
True.
So because on the code we wrote, on our code, if you check our code now over here, our code tries to first of all use Axios. It uses the details with Axios now to get the time zone. But the thing now is, since we're using Canada, the Canada is changing in the sense that it could give us one part of Canada,
Yes.
one city. The next moment it's giving us another city.
True.
So if the Axios, which is Postman, for
Yes,
instance,
yes,
got a different time zone and Puppeteer is getting a different time zone, the time zone will crash. So the only thing that can make it stay is when we're using sticky. Either we use sticky or the cookie that Axios gets can be transmitted to the Puppeteer, but that will not be possible. Let me explain. If you look at here now, it says rotating session. This session means cookie. So if you open Puppeteer now, that IP gives you is Stadio, right? But then if another Puppeteer open, it will give it another IP. So if you leave it at rotating, for instance, now you're trying to load traffic now from Canada. As each browser opens, it will use a different IP, but it's still from Canada.
Okay, I see.
So let's say you have 40 browsers popping up. Those 40 browsers will likely use like maybe different 40 IP, but they're all coming from Canada because we pay per gig, if you remember. So it's giving us unlimited proxy, but we pay per gig, right? But when you leave it at sticky now, it now means everything we're doing will be using that sticky IP. So that 40 browser will use one IP. So it's either you choose, do I want to use one IP for 40 browser, or do I want 40 browsers to have their different 40 IP? But if that's the case, then this our exploit will not be able to work because we'll always be one step back or one step front. So we'll have to find a way now to fix this one.